Hello and welcome to Kitty's Game Corner. Today we'll be looking at a rank 10 werewolf and a rank 10 vampire. Okay, the werewolf. Let's just look at what we got here. You probably already know it. This is the same skill, still leveled up now. We will be testing our ultimate. When we transform, it should be cause fear or attack speed, and we'll see how that goes. Pounce, we leap to a target where we do some damage and stuns and sets off balance. Roar, which will again cause fear in creatures around us, up to 3 nearby creatures. So these are the things we got to play with on the werewolf. Of course we also have the passives, which you probably know, but I'm just gonna quick go over them again. Our stamina is increased by 20%, which is pretty good. Blood Rage is supposed to give us ultimate every time we take damage, and we of course need to be in humanoid form. This I'm gonna be showing you later. Devour, we can eat our corpses and then get more time in werewolf form, which I'll also be showing a bit later. Blood Moon, well yeah, like the vampire, we can every 7 days bite somebody, like I've shown in a previous video, so they can also get the curse. Savage Strength, max stamina by 5% for each killed, and it stacks up to some more. And Call of the Packs, which I haven't really been able to test because I don't really have any werewolf friends. Let's just quickly go over their other abilities on the other screen here. As you can see, we have Bite an Ally, and it's counting down, like the vampire. Call of the Pack, and the curse here. And of course this is the curse where we take 50% more damage from poison attacks, which is pretty fine because not that many use poisoning attacks. You know, the bow does, but again, I haven't really encountered it where it's been an issue for these poisoning attacks. But let's see what we got here. This is a monster where I'm gonna show you. You see I'm blocking here, and I'm actually gaining ultimate by blocking, as the passive said, which is fine, but it's actually pretty slow gaining this ultimate, I would have to admit, because when I hit the target I don't really get any ultimate. I only get ultimate by getting hit, which to me is really slow. So basically I have to take a lot of damage to get some ultimate. I'm just gonna show here a couple of monsters where I actually practice this, so we can see that it's only by blocking that we gain ultimate. I'm just gonna stun him here and then go over and start hitting on him. You see no ultimate gaining unless he starts hitting me, and then I will gain some ultimate. Okay, we have 3 targets here, and I'm just gonna do the same thing. You can see this is a fight where you will encounter several times with more than one person, and gaining ultimates was from 0 to it's now 19. We've killed 3 NPCs. This is the 4th, and it's still not going up. So if this is like it's a normal way you're fighting and you know, doing your thing, you know, you want to get the quest done and you want to do some leveling, the ultimate gain from the werewolf is really slow. We got 1% approx from killing those 2. I'm just gonna fast forward here, and you can see I've taken this NPC here, hitting it, doing the same thing, and now I want to like get some more ultimate. So I need to start blocking to get some ultimate. basically that's what I do all the time to gain the werewolf form. And this can take a while if you want to play with the werewolf, which is fun. I have to admit that, but gaining is really slow. Now I just wanna correct a bit. When I say block, I also mean hit, so it's blocking and getting hit. But I need to block so I don't die, of course. So I just wanna explain that. As you can see here, I'm trying to get the last 10% by just blocking, and it just takes forever to get the ultimate gain. This is something I hope they'll be changing in the future, where, you know, gaining the ultimate is a bit faster. So now we got the ultimate, and we're ready to start doing some transformation into a werewolf, which is what we wanna do. I'm just gonna look for my target here. That's gonna, so we can see this. It's supposed to fear somebody when you transform into this werewolf. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go into the target and just to see if this works as intended. Transforming, yes, he got feared, he's running away. Now we're werewolf. And you can see here we does a lot of damage actually, which is also what the passive said. We get a chance to devour here when we kill this creature. One of the things though is that devour doesn't proc all the time. It's an off-base chance that you can devour, and it doesn't say how if it's a 50% chance you get or what else it is. You see, I just used the fear skill there, fear in the creatures, which also works pretty well. But the extra armor you're supposed to have from these creatures it's not enough, because you still take a lot of damage. Leaping is fun, you stun a bit, and again, as you can see, I'm hitting really fast now, because one of the passives said that hitting monsters repeatedly will increase my attack speed. But the armor is a bit low. You could really use some more armor, because if this would be in a PvP fight, you would probably be dead if there was only like one person or two persons here like shooting you, so you wouldn't increase that attack speed anyway. If you're paying a bit attention, you can see that Devour is not proccing all the time. It's again a chance that it does sometimes, and other times it doesn't. Oh, the monster just lagged a bit, I think. And that would also be nice to know, that how much is the chance for us to know when Devour procs. And there is a timer on this werewolf. If you don't know, and you can see on my screen down on the left corner, it's running out now. Well, it was close to, and it will be running out in this fight. And that's something that is actually not that easily explained, that there is a timer on it and how long this timer is for a werewolf form. And I didn't get any chance to devour these two creatures, and if I had known how much time I had, I might have not tried to use fear or anything. Anyway, the pros and the cons so far here is ultimate gain is slow, only usable when you're a werewolf. You can fear a lot of enemies, is a fun thing. It's fun being a werewolf, and you do a lot of melee damage, which is, you know, the pros for it. So that's basically the werewolf. Okay, vampire, ranting vampire here, which you can see that I have got. Just gonna do like we did with the werewolf. Look at the skills a bit here. Invigorating drain. You drain health from a player while they take damage. And you also get ultimate by using this skill, which is pretty good. It's a really good health, but it doesn't proc on a lot of bosses. Mist form, you can take reduced damage and you can escape battles. Savage feeding, while using the vampire abilities, we set the target off balance, and supernatural recovery, which increases our magic and stamina recovery by 10%, which is pretty good. And this is the same as the werewolf. We can bite somebody every 7 days. The blood ritual, which I've used a couple of times, and on death, which increases our damage mitigation when player is below 50% health. Haven't really. It's hard to figure out if this actually works. On natural resistance, health recovery is improved in vampire stage, which I don't really think works at the moment. Dark Stalker is also bugged at the moment. It works, but when you die or zone, it stops working. Now, I'm just going to show you some of their abilities here. Yes, of course, we have our ultimate ability, Devouring Swarm, which I'll also be showing later. Now, I want to show you the different kinds of abilities here for the vampire, which you can't really do for a werewolf because they don't really have any active abilities. But let's just see here how the different abilities works. You can see we have vampirism here. I'm at the stage 4. I have the supernatural recovery, and I can feed on an ally. So the mist, basically a skill that you can use indefinitely. It's supposed to reduce damage taken, and you can use it as an escape skill. It's basically something that you can keep on using all the time. Now this has been nerfed a bit, so you don't run that fast anymore with it. It's still a nice skill though, because 70% reduction in damage taken is a lot. So definitely a skill that's worth using in PvP as an escape skill. And you can see I'm just spamming it, and because of my recovery it's working fine. The Death Stalker, this is not bugged at the time. I'm gonna show you here. I'm actually hidden and I'm almost running around here. You can see I'm going really fast with the Dark Stalker. I'm gonna show you a bit here with the normal my normal walk speed. I'm just gonna do running here, and now I'm gonna crouch down. You can see the difference. It's close to me running, so it's actually really fast when it works, but sadly it's one of those passives that doesn't really work at all. You know, zoning or dying is something you do, well, zoning at least, you do a lot, so you have to like relog all the time to get it to work. Now I'm just gonna put Invigorating Drain here on my bar, and let's go down and see how the vampire performs. I am a vet 2 in Reaper's Mark, so I'm a bit over the level here, but I just want to show you how about with the ultimate gain here also. Now if you like level normally with Nightblade, that you would stun and hit the targets, and you can see I'm actually gaining ultimate by hitting, but also by blocking. So if we compare that to the werewolf, where you only gain ultimate where blocking, the vampire gains ultimate by hitting and blocking, and it's actually per hit. So if you do a lot of hits, you gain a lot of ultimate, which is and can be an issue. As we already know, there's been some exploiting in PvP where people used the ultimate for the vampire to get ultimate, which we will also see is possible here. Now I'm just gonna do a hit again. He's stunned, I attack him and I gain some ultimate, and you see my ultimate is almost full. I haven't even played for what, 1 minute as a vampire, and my ultimate is almost full, and I'm not even trying. The werewolf, I had to spend a lot of time trying to gain that ultimate to be able to actually be a werewolf, which I think is a pity, because you want to be a werewolf and not running around gaining ultimate all the time. Now you see here I'm gonna be getting my ultimate soon here. I'm just gonna do a blocking here so you can see that it also works for me to block. He just did a heavy attack on me and I gained 1% ultimate. And this is actually because of also one of the passives, because if you have one ability from the vampire in your bar, you gain extra ultimate also. So that's actually increasing the ultimate gain. Now we have our ultimate here, and just gonna show you how it works, and it also gains ultimate by using it. So even though I'm gonna be using my ultimate, which we couldn't as a werewolf, you don't get any ultimate when you're in werewolf form, but we do it as a vampire. Now see here, I'm just gonna proc my ultimate, and look at my ultimate bar, it's gonna start increasing. There we go, doing a lot of damage, and this one is morphed into the healing, so I'm also healing at the same time, which people have been exploiting a bit. It has been nerfed a bit, so it doesn't do strip that. It still does the same amount of damage, but it costs a bit more on stage 4. Now the fire damage here, as you can see, I'm just going to show you. It is noticeable that taking fire on a vampire, and it's one of the biggest cons on it. But if you see my spell resistance, it's almost soft capped, so it's not that bad. I can survive hits from the ballistas in PvP on stage 4 vampirism. Yes, I need to use a health potions because I'm gonna be low, and yes, our emperor can kill me with a fire ballista, but it's not that notable. Of course, you also take more damage than other who has the same amount of resist, but it's actually something that I would be able to live with. It's not that bad. You see, I'm just gonna show again here the ultimate gain. I have a skill that does 6 continuous attacks, so the ultimate gain for my Nightblade is like really fast. And that's one of the things I hope they change with the werewolf, the ultimate gain, or in some way that it lasts longer. Because I can see why it's not that much fun being a werewolf when a vampire can actually proc their ultimate like so fast. I think that basically I need to kill around 4 NPCs if I don't kill them too fast, and then I have my ultimate, which I would not be able to do with the werewolf. Okay, the ultimate is ready, and in this video, this is the second time now I've gained an ultimate, and we're just gonna do a little test here again. Two monsters this time. You see the ultimate gain even when I'm using the ultimate. And after a fight here, it's at 30%. So basically, that's a lot. That's a lot. So that makes it really good. Now hitting a couple of targets more here, so we can get the ultimate back. Just showing the heal here again, which is fantastic. It's a pity that it doesn't work on bosses, because if you use that as your main heal, then you have to change that skill out all the time when you're into a boss. That's a good thing to remember. Have some kind of other self-heal on you, because this one will work when fighting big bosses. Okay, we should be gaining our ultimate here again. Just hitting it here a little bit for fun, using the heal. So, cons, it's bugged. It's really bugged, a lot of the passes are bugged, and it's really annoying. Fire damage is not so cool. You can live with it. heal doesn't work in boss fight, which is also again really annoying. Cool things, however, Dark Starkle, the speed is really good for a Nightblade, I would say. The magic and stamina recovery is really good, and the ultimate is just really nice to have because it heals. Thank you for watching this time. I hope that it wasn't too boring and you could use some of the information I gave you. And do think that some of the bugs that these vampires have at the moment, it is something that's hopefully gonna get fixed. I know there's been a nerf which in some opinions were supposed to be there, and for some others says that it shouldn't, but it was clearly a problem in PvP. The werewolf could really need some bolstering and maybe a bit more armor, because it's gonna be hard playing as a werewolf, hitting more than one target, which they're supposed to be able to when they can jump from target to target and devour flesh. But again, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope you will enjoy my next videos that I'm gonna be making. I'm gonna try and maybe take a look into Cyrodiil a bit after Craglorn. I wanna do a video on how it's gonna be in PvP. So it's probably just gonna be released after Craglorn. If there are some videos that you would like me to make, something that you have any questions on, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I'll see if I can make a video about it. If I know anything about it, I will try to. If not, I'll see if I can find information for you, and then delay it for you. Again, I'm still pretty new at this recording, so if I sound a bit nervous sometimes, it's just because it's really new to me. It's a bit odd talking to a screen. So again, have a really nice day, and you have gotten a view on my stage 4 vampire veteran rank 4 here. So enjoy the view.